All right, so I'm going to say hi to those who are on YouTube land, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. I am coming here after we have we just went over our session with those who are part of the community. So I am teaching a course on AI fundamental for small business. And today it was so fun because the question I got was really good. They're really good questions. So in order for you to join, just go to the ECS Business Academy and then you're able to get the information of when I'm going live, when my office hours are, what we're talking about. Today we talked about why AI matters. What is it? Hey, Miss Katisha. And then I shared a couple of different links. So let me just go in here and I'm going to go quickly over a couple of things that we shared and then and share some facts that we have on there as y'all coming in here. But did you know? Here's why AI matters. People are thinking that AI is not going to be here for long. It's going to be here for long. It's here. It's here. We're going to be using it. We're going to be needed. But did you know that 35% of companies globally are now using AI? 35% of companies are using it. And then they're using ChatGPT, they're using Claude, they're using all of these different AIs. There's over 28,000. Is that 28,000 AIs out there? For those of you guys who are on the different platform, make sure you let me know that you are watching. I'm going to need to share my screen on that platform too. I forgot to share my screen. I'm just talking to TikTok, but I'm also talking to those on LinkedIn. So I'm trying to get myself ready for this kind of framework, of sharing these things. So let's see if this will work. Okay, here we go. So I'm making sure that we have everybody can see what I'm talking about and see me. So if you're part of the AI Academy, this is one thing, the AI fundamentals for small business. Small business, this is supposed to be something that's very important that you need to get on AI. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat. I don't see anything in LinkedIn yet, but drop it in the chat so we can know, so we're able to, I'm able to answer the question. But businesses that integrate AI in their business are become 40% more productive in their business. It help you become more productive. There's some things that I do right now. If I didn't have AI, I probably would take me longer. And as small business, one of the issues that we have is that you wear many hats, right? You are the marketing person, you are the social media person, you are the content writer. And today what I showed them was how to use these tools effectively. So we talked about the Gamma app and I demonstrate how they're able to use Gamma really quickly. And this is what I'm going to be going over a little bit today after I'm over do the overview. I'm just trying to do a general overview. I'm not trying to do the whole entire presentation again. If you missed the presentation, you can still join. Click on this right here, but it's also in our 3T community, and the replay will be on there. So if you were on live, let me know that you were on live. Hi, everybody who's joining. Make sure as you're coming in, you sign in. You sign in by saying hi. Tell me where you're calling in from, and what are some things that concern you about AI, right? And now, so we're talking about why it matters. You don't want to get left behind. Now, if you remember pre the .com era, this is one thing I was asking. I remember when there was a time growing up, I didn't have a computer. I didn't have Wi-Fi. I had dial-up. We're used to be reading a book. We're used to going through card catalogs. I'm stating my age. But with that, with that being said, people who jumped in early, those who are early adopters, they were able to make significant money. They were not left behind. So people who join, let me pull up my presentation. Okay, share. So I'm gonna share my presentation because I want to show you what I talked about a little bit today when we're talking about Canva. So this is the presentation I did, but I'm not gonna go through the whole entire presentation. So we talked about AI fundamentally. Hopefully you can see it. If you can't see it, let me know in the chat for those who are on TikTok. If you want to see it better, I'm going to be sharing it on YouTube at Eliram Creative Solutions. And you're able to see it there. I'm trying to share it in share screen, share window. All right. So everybody should be able to see it on all the platforms now. So I want to be able to give multiple shots. So what I went over, I'm trying to make sure I'm not going to go over all this. I went over myself, our framework, why it matters. Why it matters. I'm going to skip through this. I'm not going to share the whole entire things. Go back here. I talk about how people who use AI, like 30%, 31% of early adopters perform 3 times faster and 3 times and have a better outperform other people. So if you are early adopter to these tools and technology, it helps you become I guess more marketable, more valuable. Your value proposition goes up because now people see that, okay, you are one of those that are top tier. So you don't want to wait later. So early adopter are 3 times more likely to outperform other people. And I already told you that AI tools help you become 40% more productive. And AI can reduce your cost by 25%, 25 to 50%. I had a entrepreneur that I was supporting, and I shared with her the tool I'm going to share with you today, and she was able to cut out one thing that she had to do for her presentation, because for her presentation she was always going to Fiverr, and I showed her a tool that was help her do that. Even these graphic that I did right here, I use an AI tool to create these graphics. For those who are on TikTok, let me put it close for you so you can see. These graphics right here, I use an AI called Napkin AI, to create this AI and to create this graphics. So if I had to go and create it myself, it probably would have taken me a longer period of time to do it. But there are tools out there that are available for you to help you work smarter, not harder, right? And this is what is available to you too. So when you delay integrating AI, it costs you money. If you're you're beyond it makes you less competitive compared to your competitors. So if there's two small business owners using AI and one using it effectively and one not using it effectively or was delayed in integrating it, the one that knows how to use that AI effectively and ethically, they'll be able to use the AI better. So you want to be able to spend some time learning those tools and how to do it. My whole thing for you is, instead of just worrying about, oh my God, it's so overwhelming, choose one and play with one. I just mentioned Napkin. Napkin AI. I'm gonna stop right here and I'm gonna share Napkin AI in a moment. So Napkin AI, I'm trying to pull it onto the screen, is an tool. Let me see if I can put it over here. Stop sharing this. I'm trying to share it so y'all all can see Napkin AI. Present, share screen, share Napkin. So this is Napkin AI right here. So with Napkin AI, you're able to create visuals. I'm not gonna go and do the whole thing again in front of again. You suppose you can go and watch the replay, but in Napkin, I'm gonna sign in. And what we did during the presentation was we came up. I used ChatGPT to come up with a whole list of stuff, and with ChatGPT, we created this workshop. And then what you do is this workshop was on um, building a strong foundation and creating quality childcare for 5 year olds, and how parents can support the education. So what you basically do, you can just go on the different to have right here. This little button right here, you pick up, you click on it. I'm going to show you right here. You click on it, and it creates. It goes and look at it, and it creates the different. Is working. It creates different type of graphics for you that we probably can work on. So we have this graphic I can use, this graphic I can use, this graphic I can use. So I can choose whichever one I want to use for my presentation. And I said I'm going to use the keys. If I want to go in and change the colors, I can change the colors on here. Right, so this is not going to, and then I can go in and edit it if I want to add additional information. But what I like about it is before I had to do screenshot, when it was in beta, I had a screenshot, but I continued playing with it, and now I noticed that not only can you download it as a PNG, so as a picture file, you can download it as a SVG and a PDF. Right, so either one you're able to do so. I can say I'm downloading it as this image right here. I can open it up, and I'm going to share a new tab. So I know those who are on the website to share. Stop share. I'll share with you guys again so you can see the image. Right. So this is what it looks like. So this one right here, the reason why it's like this is because the background is transparent. So you're able to put this on Canva or whatever it is else you have, and be able to like change the background, change something like that. So you're able to do that. So this is one thing I love about Napkin, is that you're able to use that here. So I'm coming on here saying what your one of the fundamentals, one of the things I want you to know as a small business owner, as someone who is curious about AI. The first thing is you need to work on your mindset, right? You want to look at your mindset and say, okay, you know what? If you're scared of using AI, the first thing would be like, okay, how can I transform my mindset so I'm able to just start playing with the AI, playing with the tool. Don't take it too seriously. It will change. I've been using AI since it started. And in the time from when it started to now, it has totally changed. When ChatGPT came out, I was all in it, playing with it. I remember when we were designing images with 3 fingers, and I love using words that don't make any sense at all. It was hallucinating. Sometimes it still hallucinate, but it's getting better. But the only way to know how to use a tool is to play with it. So I'm encouraging you to play with a tool. I showed you one right here. Napkin AI can help you with presentations, right? So that's one of the tools I shared today with those who are in the group. And then the second AI tool that I shared was Gamma. So I know if you look, they might have like let's see if I can put this over here and see if I can share this one for those who are on the different platforms because they're seeing. So if this is bringing value to you, I want to see fire emojis in the chat if you're liking this and if this is helping you and if you're going to be using it. But the next thing I'm going to be sharing is the Gamma app. So in the Gamma app, here is what I like about it, that you are able to create presentation on the spot. If you come in and say, okay, I want to create, you said, I'm going to say, wake up. Let's see if it said, I was trying to tell my computer to wake up. So I like to use text to speech when I'm doing this. So it can just listen to me while I'm talking and text. But what I wanted to do is create a business presentation that advertise a pitch to buy a bakery store that sells the most delicious brownies and cookies in South Florida. So it's generating a presentation right in front of our eyes. So first it creates an outline. So it creates an outline for us. And now I'm having it in front of us generate a presentation. It creates something. So I'm putting it bigger so those who are online can see it. But it creates the presentation right in front of our eyes. Now, if I gave it more information, it would probably have given us more accurate information about something, but it created something. So we can go in here and I'm gonna start go try and type whatever I type. So it created something that says the sweetest opportunity in South Florida. It created something that I can use as a template and edit it to create my own PowerPoint. So you're able to present this to investors. But my whole thing with this is you might want, instead of just like getting what Gamma does, you might want to just you might just want to just put in your information. Put in what you want. If you know the percentage, why invest. So if you have your numbers, if you have your statistics, put it in there. And when you put it in there, it will create a presentation with your information. So it pulls the data for you, and you're able to download this as you're able to share this as a link to people. You're able to share, you can collaborate with people on it so they can go in and edit it with you. So add the different numbers and stuff like that. You're able to share it with them as a link, and you can see when you share it as a link, you can see who's been looking at it, how much time they're spending on what page they're spending. So they give you data on that. That is the big thing. And then you're able to export it. You can export it as a PDF, export it as a PDF, as a PowerPoint, as a PNG. You're able to do that. And then, or you're able to embed it on your site. Now, the one caveat is if you have the free version, the Gamma app logo will be on there. On our orientation in person, I talked about how to take it out, and I showed them how to take it off. So you might want to go and watch the replay for that. And that replay for that is available in our 3T Leadership Academy and Leadership Community in there, so you're able to go and look at the replay. But you're able to look at for that everywhere else too. So I'm just sharing that because this is why I put in my community for that. But this is something you're able to create a business pitch. I use that to create business pitch. I use it to create different tools for different presentations and websites and worksheets for my company for different things I have to do. So I just wanted to come on today and say, hey, this is what we talked about today at our class today. If you missed that, we talked about a couple of those things. I'm going to stop sharing here and I'm going to present. Stop sharing. So and be able. I'm trying to make sure that those who are on YouTube get it. I was only supposed to be on for 30 minutes. My son is taking advantage of me staying out later, but I wanted to share with you those information that will help you. There's a cost to waiting. You want to play with AI. So we went over how to make AI sound more like you. And then this is one of the things, the class that we're going to go over. We'll be covering, so I'm just going to go over the class more of what the class is that we're talking about. So in the next 4 weeks, on my TikTok and YouTube feed, if for those who are following me there, I'm going to be sharing what is AI, how it can transform your business. So we started that talk this week, and then we had orientation and started that talk this week, and then we're going to go into next week, and then we start sharing AI tools that every business owner should know. I shared a couple here, but as a business owners, there are many tools. I'm going to share it with you. Now, I'm going to share it with you. That doesn't mean that you have to use them all. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. You don't have to use all the tools. Right now, I told you there's 28,000 tools available in AI. One of the biggest tips I can tell you right now is don't use all. You don't have to use all the tools. Figure out what problem you're trying to solve and find the tools that will work for you and use that tools to the best of your ability, and see what else you can do, because more likely than none, as a tool update, as a tool integrate, I like referring to it as a tool, because with a tool, it gets you probably 90%, 80% of the way, but then the next 10% of the way, you need to put a human touch in to make sure it's more accurate. Don't just copy and paste. For me, I know I use AI for almost a lot of things in my business, from my writing my blogs, from my social media creations, from even planning out this curriculum. I know what I had in my head, but if I had to spend time decoding what's in my head, it would take a long time. But working with the AI tool as a co-creator has been the biggest thing that helped me speed up the process as I learn those tools. So my tip for you today is to use those AI tools as co-creator. If you're comfortable with ChatGPT, make sure you're using it to the full of its ability. That's what the key component now in this time is playing with a tool, training on those tools, right? So you'll be able to be more confident with those tools, right? And then when we're more comfortable with a tool, then you'll be able to know what tool strategically that you can use. Like sometimes right now, people can ask me when I do consultation with people, they can ask me what tools they can use, and I spend some time breaking out those tools from that will work for them, right? So we're going to be talking about that and how to effectively communicate for results. I mentioned before I don't usually use prompt, but there's ways to communicate with the AI to use it. I don't really use prompts. There's a way to talk to it, because I used to be a former math teacher for 17 years. I taught in the classroom for 17 years. And I know about input and output when I taught algebra 1 and algebra, and pre-algebra. And when, even A graders, they have the regular A grade math and C grade math. Whatever you put into the equation will determine what you get out of the equation. So whatever you put into the tool, which is a processing tool, the large language model, is what will determine what you get out of it. But you're going to have to make sure you are using it effectively. I spend hours and hours playing with tools. I'm part of communities that play with the AI tools. And when new ones come up, we are sharing, we're playing, we're giving back to help people learn it. And one thing I noticed that there's not a lot of people in the spaces like that looks like me. And I want to make sure that people who looks like me use those tools so they're able to elevate their time. So a lot of you guys who are starting classes and courses and stuff like that too, there's a way you can elevate your game if you know how to use the tools effectively and you already have something in your hand. You'll be able to not only take that, but take it and elevate it and repurpose it for multiple things. Right? All right. So I'm going to put that to the side. And the last week, we're going to be providing hands-on AI for your business. So I'm going to be just showing you more real life example for how you're able to do it. Each week, every Saturday, I'll be going on live on Saturday. So this Saturday, I'm going to go live. But today I just came in because we just had the orientation. And in case you missed orientation, I was going to give you like a recap of it for a few minutes. But on Saturday, I'll come on 8 o'clock 8 p.m. Eastern Time to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, just answering questions that were happening for that week. So it's important whenever I share things on on the platform, whether it's YouTube or on TikTok, or you submit your questions via the form. Those are the questions I can use to answer during office hours, and you can put some stuff in the chat too. We might have an opportunity for other live events where we meet on Zoom, but it's depending on my availability. So, but most of the stuff will be on TikTok. Now, if you do really want to be a part, and you say, okay, Marnie, I want to be a part of a community, that's what other tools that you have? I have a lot of tools, but in my 3T leaders community, this is where I put all the tools. This is where I meet with them monthly and provide them strategy session, not only for with AI tools, but um, with business development question to say, okay, here's what you should be doing in this season. Because um, next one is Black History Month, but you shouldn't be thinking of Black History Month right now. You need to be down the line thinking about maybe Black Friday, because if you're thinking about Black History Month right now to go do sales, you're late. You're late. People who are doing sales for Black History Month plan those months in advance because you have to get the orders out and stuff like that. So you're late and you're rushing to get the scraps. But you might want to start right now planning for your Black Friday sales. You want for your Christmas sales, because this is a time to get what you need, right? So that's one thing that I'm just sharing that right now as a little business strategy. But that's what I do in the group. We come in, we're talking about business strategy, we're talking about the tools that are available, and we're talking about the AI, and I'm showing them what other AI tools are out there. Um, so I'll post on YouTube and on TikTok, and I'll be on Saturdays at 8 p.m. answering questions that you have. I don't see any questions here, and I'm trying to make sure I get my moderators on later on, because if more people come in, it'll be hard for me to go see it. I'm trying to see if I can have it on both sides, but I haven't been going live on TikTok regularly. I go live on all the other platforms, but for some reason, TikTok has been the one that has been. Oh, my thing died a little bit. Has been the one that has been my most challenging ones to do. But I am planning to go live on that too. So if you are watching me on LinkedIn, on Facebook, not Instagram, Facebook, on YouTube, those are the platform I'm usually more gravitated towards that too. But you're able to join this class. So those of you guys who are on remember, you're able to join the class at the bit.ly link up here. For those who are on the other side, here's where you can join the class, bit.ly/ECS Academy 25. And here at that bit.ly link, you will be able to get email notification of when I'm going live, what's going on in the for the week. What is, if I have any tools I need to send to you, I will send it to you in the email. This is how we're going to communicate in that email thing. So you want to join that link. Now, if you want to be a part, and I'm trying to stop sharing so I can show TikTok what's going on the screen too, so y'all can see this screen that I'm sharing with other people here. So if you can this be bigger? I'm trying to make this bigger. Okay. So this is the bit.ly that you'll be able to choose to go to. Now, if you want to be a part of the leadership community, the 3T leader community, this is where you want to go. And it's very affordable. And this is where I put all the replays of the sessions. And then they have additional replays that's already in there too. So you want to be able to go in there to see what resources are on in there. So I'm continuing adding. So I have guides, I have all the AI that I'm using, my favorite AIs, although there's a lot of AIs. And then I give a tour of the AI, and then they're able to have access to me and my team. So if you missed today's orientation that we had on Zoom, the replay will be there. And I gave a whole bunch of tools that you're able to use. And this one right here probably will be, this is just the overview of everything. I might put that back on, you can go look at it on YouTube already. It's already on YouTube. You can go on Facebook and on Instagram. You're able to do that. But I just wanted to come on here, welcome you all to the class. And then if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Make sure you welcome you let me know what are the questions you have. What are you excited about? What kind of business you have? Because if I know the question or the problem you're trying to solve, I will know the tool to look for you and talk to you about, so you're able to go and practice with the tool. So it's very imperative that if there's a tool if there's a question that you have, a problem that you're trying to solve for your business when it comes to AI, or you might not even know what problem you're trying to solve. You might be like, well, I don't know what problem I'm trying to solve, but is there a tool that I can do X, Y, and Z? And I can let you know what tool it is. All right. So I am past my time by 40 seconds. I said I was going to give myself 30 minutes. Thank you all for joining in, and those who are hanging out, thank you all for being here. I don't know who else say hi on there. I cannot see all the comments. But I'm just so excited to start this journey with you. And remember, education is my jam. Education, my passion. I've been teaching for years. I could say decades. I could say decades because it's something that I love doing. And AI fundamental is one topic that I can teach. And I just choose to do one at a time because I have a laser focus this year. So hopefully you're having a great Wednesday night. I have so much more I have to work on. Tomorrow I'm teaching a workshop with the chamber on vision mapping. I do business development too. So I have to get ready for that. And then I'm doing stuff with the university where I'm working at the university. So I'm helping that get ready for that too. So I just need to get ready for that too, guys. So hopefully you had a great night. Hopefully this was helpful. If you missed it, please don't miss the next one. Set a timer. I think I already have it scheduled for 8 o'clock. I'm going to figure this out to see how to make sure that you're able to just remind yourself to join the next live. Okay. All right, everybody. Have a great evening. And remember, it shouldn't be overwhelming. Just continue to transform your mindset, continue to train and consistently, and make sure you tool up strategically with the right tools to solve the problem that you're looking for. Right? Have a great evening. Goodbye. So I'm going to end it on the other area. So they're going to end it here. I'm going to